Hello viewers, today I will be covering the video of Buffalo riot police shoving a 75-year-old man to the ground and blood rushing out of the man's ears. The first problem with the video is this conveniently occurs right in front of the camera. What are the odds that all this action happens right where a news crew happens to be filming? The odds of that, in my opinion, are pretty low. The other problem is that when the guy falls, you do not see his head hit the concrete. You do realize the job of the cameraman is to follow the action. So why wasn't the cameraman following the action? To answer the question, the cameraman wasn't following the action because this video is staged. It's nothing more than scripted Hollywood. The next problem with the video is the amount of blood coming out of this guy's ear. He fell on the ground, hit his head, and then 1.5 seconds later, we see a fountain of blood gushing out of his ear. Simply put, that's not realistic. You don't get that much blood coming out of your ear, period, especially not in 1.5 seconds. This is another sign that this video is actually scripted. The third problem with the video is that you can literally see the tubing coming out of the guy's ear. Now, what is this tubing? This tubing is tubing that allows the blood to gush out of the ears, making it look like he ruptured his eardrum. It's very basic, it's not complicated. All you have to do is know to look for it. As you can see on the picture on your screen, the tube is right there on the mask. The other arrow is simply pointing at the tubing running along his shirt that feeds into the tubing that's coming out of his ear. Basically, he has an IV bag full of fake blood. He falls down, squeezes the bag, blood gushes out. This isn't complicated. This is Hollywood. The final problem with the video is the complete lack of people on the streets at this alleged riot. Look around. How many people do you see? I see one Black Lives Matter protester getting arrested and a few random people standing around. That doesn't look like much of a protest to me. It looks more like a scripted Hollywood movie. There really isn't much to add on this point, other than that this is a complete setup and no one got hurt. Well, that about covers it for this video. This Buffalo riot police shoving the guy to the ground video is clearly scripted. And really, I could add more points, but if you don't believe me by now, you're never going to believe me. You're always going to think people are actually getting hurt at these riots. And the simple fact of the matter is, no one's getting hurt. This is all scripted.